Welcome back to the Webby O'Neill channel. It's match preview, Arsenal versus Manchester United. Get involved in the chat. Let us know all your opinions. First of all, give me your thoughts going into this game.
Nervous. That's how I see it. I'm nervous. I'm desperate not to get beat. I want to come away minimum with a draw. Getting a win there be absolutely fantastic. But it's all about expectations. What the players expect from United, what the Arsenal players are expecting, but the fans most of all. They'll be nervous. They see it. Arsenal see it as a must-win game. When you look at what they did last year, they want to win the league. So the expectation is to win every game. That's what they want. They think they're going to try and win the league this year. They've got to compete against City. United's expectations is we want progression. We want to improve the style of football. And we want to be up there and challenging. I don't expect to win the league, but Arsenal do. So it's a nervous game. Will it be exciting? Yes, there'll be periods. I think the nervousness and the expectations will sort of like bring the game down a little bit. But for me, over the moon to come away with a draw there because the expectations are massive.
Yep, you're using the word expectations. Now, our away form last season, this season against Tottenham, against the top 6, top 9, has not been good enough.
Yeah.
And it'd be a great way to put it right against Arsenal on Sunday.
Yeah, it'd be great to put it. I look at the game last year, cruelly denied at the end. But Arsenal did come at us. But I look at it now and think to myself, are we going to score there? Well, Arsenal, they're conceding goals at home. And that's what's the good point about it all. We've got a chance. There is a chance there to win this game without a shadow of a doubt. Don't let anyone tell you any different. Arsenal will be worried about committing themselves. United, go forward. They will go forward. There'll be times there they'll get chances. You've just got to put your chances away. Something we've been criticised for. Yes, we got 3 against Forest, but one thing we can't do is start like that again. You can't do that against good teams. Arsenal are a very good team. And if they get that start like Forest did, then the game's over. There's
been a lot of backlash from the Arsenal fans that I've noticed on Arteta because he's been tinkering with their team too much, especially in that right-back position as well. So do you expect Arteta to go with a more stable back four that we've seen from them last season, or do you think he'll start tinkering with it again?
I think he'll tinker with it again. He's under tremendous pressure with what they did last year and how they've started. Everyone's been able to see, even the person who doesn't normally look at tactics or anything like that, they can clearly see that he's moved players and he's playing players in the wrong position. When, to be honest with you, there's not been any need to do it. All he had to do, as far as I'm concerned, was set up the same side and then start the season and just start where you left off. That's all he had to do. But he's tinkering. I'm not too sure why he's doing it because it's not working. They're not fluid. And I think United could take advantage of it. I think getting the 3 goals and the fight back against Forest was a great boost. I mean, wasn't the greatest of starts. United built themselves into the game. And I think what they have to do is do exactly the same, but defend first, build themselves into the game, and then take the chances. So at the end of the day, a good, strong comeback against Forest. But I think that the way they've got to do it here is just hold them and just hold them tight, and then the nervousness will get in. It's all about nerves on Sunday because the expectations all round are massive from everybody. Because if Arsenal lose, they'll just see it as though like we're not going to win the league.
The pressure mounts even more on Arteta, the club, from the fans. It
mounts even more. And we'll give them the stick what they deserve anyway. You're not going to win the league. And I have said, I actually don't think Arsenal will qualify and get in the top 4. That's my opinion based on what's going on. I think they blew it last year and I think it will have a big effect on them. And if United beat them, which there is a possibility, United just have to be strong early in that first 20 minutes.
Yeah, like I say, we have to put that record right against the top 6, top 9 teams away from home, and it'd be a perfect way to do that on Sunday. We'll be talking about excitement. One of the reasons I've been excited this week is waiting for Rasmus Højlund to put on that shirt, and what a way it would be if he could come on that pitch on Sunday and grab a goal.
See, that won't help Arsenal. It's the unknown.
Yeah.
Big lad, wants it, loves Man United. So at the end of the day, Arsenal don't even know how to set up against him. he could play. He could start at the beginning. I don't expect that. I expect him to come on. But we don't know yet. We don't know what's in Erik ten Hag's mind here. We don't know really what's gone on in training and everything. He says it's all been good training and all that. So really, Arsenal are thinking they've got the big number 9 here. What we've been watching isn't what we're going to see on Sunday. So at the end of the day, the tinkering,
well,
Erik ten Hag's tinkering.
It's the unknown aspect of it as well, because their preparations all week won't have Højlund in their preparations. So, like you say, Erik ten Hag might be thinking that himself to throw him in there. Bit of a wild card, unknown from the start. Yeah. And let's see if we can get 60 minutes out of him.
Yeah, well, it's been a good week, a full week of training, the tactics and everything. And I think really, if you've looked, the reality, as I see it, is that he's had a week of training and it would all been focused on getting the ball, Højlund, using him as a player, holding the ball up, things like that, bringing in the likes of Anthony, bringing in the likes of Rashford, instead of going too far long. In other words, I think Rashford and Anthony, if Højlund's there, could come back and fill that midfield more often than not. So that is the weak point in the midfield. Arsenal can play football through that midfield. And if once they get in a rhythm and they come through that midfield, then I think most teams are done. So really, I look at the tactics, having Højlund up there, holding the ball up, and the 2 wingers playing more deeper. That'd be great. That'd be great to see, not just against Arsenal, but going forward. But the nerves are here. I'm telling you, the nerves are here now, and I think everyone will be nervous on Sunday. But Arsenal, to be honest with you, I look at it, and the more I talk about it, and the more I talk about tactics, I think United have got a great chance of stealing a win there, but I'd be over the moon. Give me a draw now, I take it. And to be honest with you, I look at it and I think 2-2, I'll be over the moon with that.
Yeah, we're talking about Arteta tinkering with the team, weaknesses. One weakness in Saka on the right-hand side. Now, we have got a weakness at left-back with injuries to Luke Shaw, Malacia. We've got Reguilon who's come in. Do we expect him to get that start on the left-hand side? Because it's going to be a tough ask for Diogo Dalot to come up on that left-hand side against Saka.
I think what you'll see is virtually Dalot going there. I honestly can't see Reguilon playing there, just being in one training session. And the training session, what he had on Friday, won't be the same as intense as what the other players have been going through. So I think Dalot will play there, and I don't see why not. And I know Saka is going to come at him, but he's going to have to just get a grip of this.
He scored a worldie against us last year at the Emirates, and Saka is his actual goal record. I think he's scored in the 3 previous appearances against Manchester United as well. So he's going to be a major threat on that side. And with Dalot playing at left back, if he does start, it's not his natural position. So will Erik ten Hag be thinking of that in how to help maintain, Saka and keep him?
I look at it this way: it's going to be difficult for Dalot. Let's not kid ourselves here. It will be difficult. They will target him. But when I just look at the back 4, I think they all know what they're doing. I think Dalot sort of slotted in, whether it's the left and he plays on the right. They all know how each other play. And I think if you look at the back 4, Dalot there, Martinez there, Lindelof, and Wan-Bissaka.
Are you worried about Lindelof coming in for this game? Obviously, Brand's injured for a bit.
No, Lindelof has always been a steady player alongside Martinez. Every time I've seen him play alongside Martinez, it's just not a walk in the park, but they're comfortable with each other. So I'm happy with that, without a shadow of a doubt. That to me is how the back 4 is going to play. Obviously, you look at the midfield, Bruno, you've got Casemiro sat there, and then
Eriksen. Do you think Eriksen will play?
Yeah, I do think Eriksen will play.
Do you not think he might be tempted for, away from home, like we've discussed earlier on, previous away results? He might be tempted maybe to stick Scott McTominay in there, do you think?
No, I think Eriksen will be in there because the tactics, when I mentioned the forwards, I think what it is, he'll be looking at the forwards now, and he'll be expecting them wingers, whether it's Anthony or Rashford out wide. I think he's expecting them to do more and play more in the midfield. Them 2 there will be looking to receive the ball short and then give it and then just go looking for it by running down the wings, running into the space. I think that's how it is. You have to crowd that midfield, and I've looked at the way to do it, and that's the only way I see to do it. Obviously, we've got Amrabat coming in at a later date. Tactics will change. Mason Mount, when he comes back in, that will change. But for now, I think that's how they will that's their threat, the midfield. Yeah. Once they run through our midfield, as we've seen time and time again, it's over. Yeah. So at the end of the day, Ten Hag, really, he's got his work cut out. Yeah, he has got his work cut out.
Yeah, because look, Arsenal, they are classing the attacking third at times. But Manchester United, we've got to keep compact. We've got to, crowd that space out kind of thing. Yeah. And, if we don't do that, they are going to punish us. So, the first 15, 20 minutes, they will be vital in how Manchester United start as well. We need a strong start. But, looking further up top in the centre-forward role, is it Anthony Martial who probably will start this game over Højlund?
Listen, there's a possibility there. There's a possibility. He started him against Forest. Bit of game time under his belt. He could do that. He could do that and just have Martial hold the ball and just sit there. We don't know. I believe that I think he's worked with Højlund, and my preference, and I think everyone out there, their preference is Højlund. And I think that's how the tactics would have worked in training. But do not be surprised at what he picks there, whether it's Martial or Højlund. I'm hoping, like everyone else, it's there.
Do you know something I'd actually prefer? Don't get me wrong, I have actually run out of excuses to back Martial. I know it was only his first game. You look at the game against Nottingham Forest there at Old Trafford. For me, I'd start Højlund. That's what I would do. If Erik ten Hag thinks he's 100% fit, there's no dangers of him picking up an injury through starting. I'd play Højlund for 60 minutes and then possibly bring Jadon Sancho on as that false nine to help then pack out the midfield. If we are in a good situation, maybe winning the game.
I think how some people would look at it, and I've got a couple of ways of looking at it, is if Martial's on there, he will be the lone striker, basically, because the Rashford and Anthony will be helping and will be sitting deep. So I think the running, just hold the ball up. Just hold the ball up. Don't overcommit yourself. Yeah. And I think that's the way. I think the first 20 minutes would suit Anthony Martial playing that way, because I don't think you're going to see a Man United side start the game and just go full tilt at them and blitz them. I think United have to be solid, compact, in the middle, at the back, and jump on them.
Yeah. And grow into the game.
You see, there's ways of growing into the game. Your free kicks, slowing the game down a bit, moving your players up while you're getting a free kick, and then creating from your free kicks and making them moves and making them occasional runs. And I think it's all about starting to play football without too much of the attacking side. Compact, play your football, keep the ball. So important to keep the ball. But we can talk a good game. They just better do it, because my God, there will be some screaming and shouting after that game.
Okay, screaming and shouting. Hopefully not from us, and we're cheering straight after the game, which hopefully you'll come and join us with our match reaction.
Yes.
But what are you going then? What's your score?
2-2. 2-2. Listen, I take 2-2 right now. I'll be over the moon with it. If we get a win, unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm just you just keep thinking about this away record against the top 6, top 9. I can't get it out of my head. My heart's saying it's going to be a high-scoring game. This one, I think both teams will look to play attacking football, and it will leave gaps at times for both teams. And I'm thinking something like a 3-2, a 4-3 or something like that. But my heart will always go for Manchester United, so I'm going to go 3-2 Manchester United.
Fantastic. We'll be over the moon then, won't we?
Oh, I'd be over the moon. To get the 3 points, it'd be a massive confidence boost then going on to further games away from home.
But while you're here, would you still be happy coming away with the draw? Because to be honest with you, if we came away with the draw, they would see it as like a defeat.
Yeah.
That's how they would feel it, because their fan base, the players and that, then would have second thoughts about, we ain't going to win the league. So to me, a draw there, I think they'd be frightened to death.
The way you look at it, it would have a negative impact on Arsenal, but it would have a positive impact on Manchester United just getting the draw, in my eyes. But yeah, let us know what you think on today's discussion. Obviously, there's a lot of yous out there with your own opinions, so make sure you get them in the comments. And yeah, if you've enjoyed the video, smash a like on it, and we will be back with our match reactions on Sunday straight after the game. Come on, Reds!
Come on!